All right, this is going to be a daily video update for March 30th. And real quick before I start out, I just want to talk about something that I had posted on Twitter last night about paid channels. And I want to apologize to my buddy Crypto Charts Joe. He's one of the very few that I trust. You know, if somebody's going to be charging somebody something, and he only charges $15 a month. My whole point was all these other people that want to sit there and charge, $100 a month or however much every 3 months. Those are the people that really, in a time like this, for people that are struggling, learning, and trying to fight for their pay, they may get laid off from work. So those are the people I'm going after, right? They need to step up and quit trying to think about themselves and basically, help out the smaller guys. That was my whole point on that. So I just wanted to clarify that. I'm not some crazy lunatic, and that's why I suspended all donations, and I do not want you guys to donate any money to me whatsoever during this crisis. So just so we're clear on that. All right, so let's go into Bitcoin on the daily chart. And basically, bullish engulfing right here. Price now is back above the 10 EMA. It closed above it today. Next resistance right here at the 20, and then this area right up here. If it can manage to break that 20 EMA, you're going to get a run probably up here to close to 7,000. But you're going to hit the upper Bollinger Band as well. So that area needs to be watched, as well as this one right here. Still just choppy action, right? But we're getting close to decision time here pretty soon on Bitcoin. We're probably still another week or so out. I'm fully expecting that maybe these Bollinger Bands will go sideways for a while until there's some sort of definitive action. But let's go and look at the 4-hour chart real quick. And so basically here's what we got. The Bollinger Bands are tight. We've seen them tight before, move down, and this is one of the reasons I bought last night. I'll go into a futures chart here in just a second. But back above the 10, the 20, and the 50 on the 4-hour chart. So support-wise, you don't want to go below 6,300. Okay? There's that resistance up here at 7,000, right? Could obviously wick a little bit above and get into this area, but we'll see what happens. This is still a very corrective looking pattern, guys, and it's very similar to the one I keep posting about, is that I fully expect we're probably going to get a retrace down into this area at some point, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go look at, and I'll show you the futures chart. Let me get it pulled over here. All right, so here it is. All right, and this is a daily chart, but basically what I'm going to focus in on is the 4-hour chart. And one of the reasons I got in last night is I talked about, and forgive the cursor, I'm not going to change it, right? But you kind of get the idea of where I'm pointing to. Back over in here, we've had a series of higher lows, right? Higher lows. And I did not want us going below this, okay? This would have been a prime time area probably to buy. But backwards looking now, we got the gap lower and way outside the Bollinger Bands. And that was one of the reasons I went long, is I knew we were probably going to get, a retest into this to get back inside the Bollinger Bands. Well, Bollinger Bands are tight again, and the EMAs are, this is like big time, watch out, guys. This could go either way at some point here in the very near future. So just watch this. These EMAs are bunched up. Once this thing starts to break either way, the 10 EMA is going to be the driver. So just watch that real closely. Okay, and so I'll go ahead and get that off there. Let's go look at the stock market. Actually, let's go look at, some people want to see XRP. Isn't this interesting? It just keeps holding, Bollinger Bands, again, very tight on the 4 hour, okay? Let's go over to a daily. And we're getting close to getting real tight again. So we're going to get a move and in some way here pretty doggone soon. So let's see what happens over the next few days. Just be on alert. Okay, DGB is still holding up fairly well. Pulled back in today a little bit, but above the 10, the 20, and the 50 EMAs on the daily chart. So positive sign for DGB, but needs to really get above this 61.8 retracement. Right, a lot of resistance back in this area. So I'd kind of like to see it maybe, just stay in this range, maybe even pull back just a little bit, hold the 10 EMA on a retrace if it does, and then build up enough Momo that it can go higher and maybe retest this bigger resistance up here at 83. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go over to the stock market. Let's check it out. Talked about this the other night. On Friday, the SPX, even though it was a down day for it, it was an inside day. Okay? And it held the 10 EMA right here. Today, you get the nice bounce off the 10 EMA after coming back and retesting it. And we're basically just testing this 38.2 fib retracement and the 20-day moving average. So, still not just like gangbusters going long, but this has the potential to move up to 2790 and then possibly even up here around the 50-day moving average, and that's going to be around 2876. This thing's always pointed to that it wants to go back to 2900, maybe test the 200 233 around 3000, and then eventually drop back down and do some retesting of the lows. So we'll see what happens there. VIX, talked about this one as well. You had this hammer candle right here, but this thing was giving signs that it was putting in a top, dark cloud cover here, bearish engulfing there, and then again, bearish engulfing here. And now you get this little reversal stuff right here and another bearish engulfing. Testing the 20-day moving average. If that breaks and, maybe the market's only go up 100 or 200 points tomorrow, that would be a sign of less volatility. We'll see. This could just be a whole pause in this thing before, we get some sort of, just bad news or whatever, and this thing, goes higher to put in the final bottom. But we'll see how it plays out. It did break the 10 EMA, so close below it, and we'll see what happens here at 20. Obviously, next support at 4163. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and look at small business and index, the Russell 2000. Still just golly, small businesses are just not wanting to make any kind of recovery here just yet. But the good sign is it's holding the 10 EMA. At least that's not acting as resistance now. Break above the 20, and maybe it comes up here and tests 1252. All right, guys. So that's pretty much what I've got for tonight. Obviously, if you guys have any questions or concerns, I'm in Discord, so please feel free to text me or send me a message in there. All right, guys. Have a good evening, and everybody stay safe. God bless.